Hello. Um, I'm waiting for this stream to pick up, but not pick up. Start. Decided to start early. So hello. We sound good on YouTube, so that's great. I'm just going to make sure we are good and golden, and then we'll be starting to script. The idea for this video is we're going to be creating a game, and the game I'm going to be creating is called Room Escape Quest, and I've already got, I'm already starting to work on the tutorial room, which is going to be working, going to look really awesome, and I'll show you what I've got so far. So if you were a new player to the game, when you start the game, you will get a GUI that will pop up, which I'll show you that now. It says, "Welcome, the player's username, to Room Escape Quest." So then they'll press continue. The concept of the game is to escape the room via solving puzzles. And then they press that button and it says, if you would like to play the tutorial, then click play tutorial. Otherwise, click skip tutorial to continue. So they can either press that or that, and it will teleport them into the tutorial room, or it would just bypass the tutorial. So we're going to press play tutorial just to show you, teleport the player into the room. There we go. I'm not actually done anything yet, but they're going to have a tutorial in here which will show them how to use things and how to get everything done. So what we're going to be doing today in this live stream is we're going to be making a GUI for our keys, and making it pulsate when the value changes. So yeah, that should be pretty awesome. So let's get straight onto the video. So, well, not video, a live stream. So what we're going to do to start off with is I'm just going to change something in the script. So we are not a returning player, so this is my stats script, and then in my server GUI we have got a, where are we? We've got, it's if there's a returning player, I've just got to comment things. I can need to remember to comment on things, but so if player is new, not new to game, then fire code. There we go. And if player is new to the game, then fire code. So we're just going to change this to false because we don't want it to appear when the player joins the game, because they've already seen it before. And that's something we're also going to be doing. We're also going to be creating a GUI that will basically say welcome back player, and that's for future things. So we can test play, and as you can see, it just does that at the moment, which is good. That's what we want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up Photoshop here. There we go. And we're going to create ourselves some keys, a key icon. Pretty simple, a key icon. So we're going to wait for Photoshop to fully load, please. There we go. I'm going to go create new. And then we're going to go for 920 by 1080 and 300 ppi. It should be the right resolution I need. Okay. So we're going to start off, and I guess we want to make a key icon, or like a key, so I'm going to look up some images of keys. Or just a one key, not so a key, maybe is like a cartoon type key. That's kind of like, yeah, okay, that's the kind of thing I'm going to go for. So I've just looked up some images of keys, so I'm going to kind of replicate that on the right here for me. So we'll do that now. Okay, so we have a circle area where the key is going to be, like that. My phone's just activated. Please stop. Power off my phone for now. Stop it from doing that. It's been doing it frequently recently, and it's been getting on my nerves. So, right, we're gonna have a I guess a circle, and then like a shoot, and then 3 prongs. That's quite easily done, I think. So if I hold, I think it's shift, I can do another circle in the center of here, like this. Oops. If I can grab the actual right, why is it not? This should be working. Or not, okay. So if I do this, okay, so that works, that's weird. Or maybe it's minus. Oh, there we go. So, there's our circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. Okay, I'm going to fill this in gold. Or like a nice orangey colour. There we go. And there's our ring for our key. So I'm going to just scale it out a little tiny bit. Make it look actually like a nice key kind of shape. There we go. And then I'm going to select and inverse. Where is it? Select. I need to press done first, and then press right click and go select inverse. No, select inverse. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to press Control T. Control T. Nope. Why is it not free transform? Why is it? Okay, didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to select not inverse. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to select. Okay, I'm going to move this. I'm going to press Control T. Free transform. So there's our like ring, I guess. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to press Control D to get rid of all the outlines. I'm going to make the shoot of the key, so that's going to be attached down that way. So I'm going to make like an oval shape, which let's have a look and see if we've got any shapes that look like that. So we have like an oval kind of looking thing, which is like, well, that's a circle, so that's not what I want. But can I manipulate that circle? No, I can't. It looks like I can manipulate it, but I don't, maybe I can't. Okay, it's alright, we'll, so we need a square, so I can do a square. I mean, I suppose we could make it downwards and then we can just rotate it, I suppose. And this is going to be on the layer underneath it, so we can fill this in there. Is that right? So this needs to be, there we go, this needs to be behind that one. So why is that not, there we go. I think that's behind, yeah. So there's our key. Well, it doesn't look like a key at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 little pronged areas. I'm also going to round it off a little bit by adding a circle towards the end. We should be able to create a rounded edge. And I'm just going to check everything is good on the, yep, okay. So we're going to add a rounded edge to it, so like that. And we're going to fill that one in with orange. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So that's going to add it to a rounded edge. There we go. Nice, nice and easy. And then we have like a circular one here, and a circular one here, and a circular one here. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. Get a round rectangle. Just select it here. We're going to go like that. We're going to select the layer 1. We're going to fill. There we go. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to duplicate it. Move it downwards. Okay, that's not the right thing. Okay, yep. So I'm just going to just select another square. I'm just going to go about there. And I'm just going to go a little bit longer. And maybe it's a little bit higher up. Ah, no, that's not what I wanted to do. So maybe it's about there. Have it like that. Get the right kind of length. For a second. There we go. That's good. Yep. That's the eye. Fill that in as well. Boom. And then I'm going to do the same for the next one. So down a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to go a little bit further out, and that's not looking right, so I need to go a little bit higher. So something like that. And is that the right kind of length? I have no idea. That'll do, I think. So there we go. And I can just what I can do is I can just scale it up, I suppose. There we go. So there is our key, and it looks pretty good actually. I will admit it looks pretty good. So I'm going to get some circular things. I'm just going to round the edges off. So I'm going to select it down this. Boom. And then fill on this layer here. Boom. And then the same goes for these ones. There we go. Fill it here. And then for the last one, yep, that's the wrong way. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Get this perfect. It would be nice and useful. There we go. And then I'm going to fill this. Boom. Now, now that looks pretty good for a key, I would say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select the top one, and I'm going to add a stroke onto it. There we go. And that's okay. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go create a clipping mask, I think. Nope, that's not right. All the way around. So I'm going to do this. and then we go create clipping mask, or not, that's not right. So there we go, and now I'm just going to add a stroke to this layer 1. There we go. And then I think what I'm going to do, I didn't mean to do that, is I'm going to create. So I just need to, what I just need to do is I just need to select this little bit here and press Control T. That's not what I wanted to do. Why is it doing it just that little area? So there are these little gaps here. Control T. It's got that selected till. Control T. There we go. Okay, just like this there. I go Control T. So now I should just be able to connect this to there. And that looks pretty good. That actually looks really, really similar. But just have to move these down ever so slightly. Actually, I think made a bit of a mistake here, so I'm just going to fix this out. So I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get rid of this kind of here, it's clipping onto that. I'm just going to create a new layer, and I'm just going to put a rectangle. Okay, not that big, like there. I'm just going to delete, so I'm just going to fill this in with the same orange colour. And there we go, we should have fixed that issue now. And then I'm going to just Control T that, and then just slowly get the right kind of length. There we go, hardly noticeable now. Okay, so there is our key, which I think I've done a pretty good job with that. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to check I've got things working. I've just muted myself and changed some things, so don't worry about that. Alright, so I'm going to file save this as a PNG. Actually not yet, because I wanted to do one thing. I'm going to group these by just pressing Ctrl G. I'm now going to add a texture. Get a better, nicer looking texture than these. Than these. I'm a bit tired. That's a good texture. That'll do. We just kind of move that, the nice little. There we go. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to file save as Roblox games, RoboScope Quest, art. I'm just going to call it GUI icons, and then I'm going to save it as a PNG, and then we're just going to call it keys. There we go, and save. We'll go to the Roblox website. Ooh. I'm going to go to decoils. I'm going to create another decoil. Bear with me a second. Roblox games, art, view icons, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to get the ID for it. There we go. Okay, so now we can go back into Robot Studio. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create ourselves a GUI. Insert object, screen GUI, and we're going to call it keys. Or should it be stats? I'm going to call it keys GUI. Yeah, simple. Simple but effective. I'm going to frame, and we're going to just give it a nice little area up the top here for it to be inside. I mean, might as well. And we'll call it keys frame. I'm going to give it a grey colour, like that. I'm going to set it to 5 pixels. That's not the pixels things. I'm going to set the border to 5 pixels. So 2 maybe, yep. And make it pure black. Okay. So there we go. Okay, and now I'm going to insert myself a image label. And this image label is going to be smaller than this, so we can get the right. It's a bit annoying. We're going to scale it down a little tiny bit. There we go, it's about the size I want it. Get the right place, there we go. We're going to give it a transparency set to 1. And then we're going to give it a nice kind of. So we're going to get the image. And it says request failed. Why did it say request failed? Oh, there we go. We've got our key. We have got our key. So we can see our key there. I'm just going to scale it upwards a little tiny bit. And I hate this bloody thing. This little circular thing. I hate it. Square thing. So what I'm going to do here, image label, I'm just going to go down here instead of stretch, I'm just going to go mess with the settings. So I like the one that looks nice. So crop worked best, and we have 10, 1. Okay, so I can just scale this up to the size I want it to be. Okay. So there's our thing. I'm just going to scale. Ooh, where's it gone? I'm just going to scale it down a little tiny bit. Scale it inwards. There we go. And then we're going to rename this and just call this keys image. There we go. And then I'm also going to insert myself a text label there. Insert text label. And I'm going to make sure that's the transparency is set to 1. And I've got something in my eye. There we go. Make sure text is scaled. And I'm going to say stroke color, text stroke color 0. I'm going to give it a nice font. And then I'm going to give it, I guess white works pretty well actually there. Okay, center, yeah, that's fine. So now I'm just going to have it as blank. So it's like that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the stats script, and I'm going to go to my keys. There we go. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go. Actually, I'm just going to do it at the bottom here. Under here, before we're going to go keys dot changed. Or is it dot value dot? No, it's dot changed. Connect function. So every time it changes, we're going to we want to fire it to the local script, which we'll have in our keys GUI. So we'll insert ourselves a local script now, and we are going to need a remote event. So every time it changes, we can insert remote event, and we can just say key change GUI, I guess. So we can go up here and we can say local key change event equals replicated storage, so game dot replicated storage dot key change GUI, and then we're going to go back down to our changed event, which is I've done it in the wrong place. Ha, lol. I've done it in the wrong place. Stat script, that's where I want it. Here we go. So we're going to go here and we're going to go key changed event, and then we're going to say so every time it changes, we're going to fire it to the client. So we're going to go fire client. We're going to fire player, and then we're going to go comma keys dot value. There we go. The player who fired it, and then the keys dot value. We're going to go to, although I don't think we need to the player statement, but okay. We'll go to here, and I'm going to go reference our so we're going to say local keys frame equals script.parent.keysFrame local, pardon me, keys image equals script.parent.keysFrame.image, keys image, local, we're going to name that keys text, key value, I guess. So local key value equals script.parent.keysFrame.keyValue. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go local key value event equals game dot replicated storage dot key value change GUI. There we go. I forgot to put an event thing on there, but it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to say now is we're going to go key value event dot on client event connect function. So it's always going to pass the player who did it. So we can say the player, then the value we need. So we're going to say key value, key value, current value, key current value. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say Every time it does it, we're gonna go. So we're gonna say key value dot value. So we got text equals keys that, and then we're going to concatenate it with key current value. So if we're right, we should get it to say 70 now. Every time we change it. So if we go ahead and change it from me, and we change our keys to, I don't know, 30, and I go back to here, and it says 30. So every time it updates, it's going to say the value which I want it to say. So there we go. I like that, but also this image, I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to take it out here. I'm just going to rotate it round. I think I can rotate it round. Rotation 100. So if I wanted to rotate it like that, so it would be 45 degrees. Nope. 40 degrees. No, it would be 80 degrees. 90 degrees. There we go. That's the one I want. There we go. And we just place you like that. There we go. So now this text, we can give it a little bit more space. So we shouldn't have those issues anymore. Hopefully. There. Rotate it. So let's see how this looks. Okay, so it doesn't have it at the start, which I'm going to... I'll fix that now. So if we go into our stats script, and then we're firing that. So then what we can also do is fire the key value when it gets set. Yeah, we'll do that. So we can say keys. We can say key change event. We can say on fire client player comma keys dot value. There we go. So hopefully it should set it when we start now. There we go. Yep, it tells us how many keys we have, which is awesome. That is awesome. That is actually pretty awesome. And every time that value changes, it should update. If I believe 80. So it doesn't change because it has to change on the server side before it to change. So if we go you and me, and then we go set it to 80 as well. Okay. And then it sets it to 80. It's awesome. So we're going to make a little bit more alterations. Firstly, this frame, we're going to just scale it in a little tiny bit so it's a little bit nicer for us to deal with. There we are. So if we press play now, it should look a little bit nicer. There we go. So the next thing would be to disable this keys bar up here, because we don't want this to show now, because we've already, well, telling them how much keys we've got. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to start a player. We're going to go to start a player scripts. We're going to insert a local script, and we're going to go I think it's enum dot core gy type dot playlist, I think. And then something like that. Let me just research this up quickly. How to disable player list Roblox. Disable parts of the interface. Here we go. Have a look at how we do that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. So we go local starter GUI equals game get service starter GUI, and then we go starter GUI set core GUI enabled, and we go enum dot core GUI type dot playlist comma false. So when they press play now, it shouldn't say the playlist now. There we go. So now we have the keys showing up, and we also have it showing the correct amount value of keys, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And then if that value was to change, so would everything else. So that's pretty cool on that side of things. So the next thing would be to start working on the tutorial room, which I'm not quite like considered what I'm going to put in there. I've also got a very sore neck, but I'll murder on. So we're going to work on the tutorial room, I guess. So I'm going to go inside of this tutorial room here, and so we've got the spawn pads, which is here, and then they get teleported to a spawn pos. That's the wrong place. That's the actual lobby. So tutorial room, we've got jail door, got finished tutorial, we've got all these parts, and we've got a spawn pad. Okay. So what do I want first for them to do, or what do I want them to be able to have happen first in the tutorial? Good question. Because I don't want it to just be puzzles. I want it to be parkour involved, and I want them to basically be able to, well, it's room escape. They've got to escape the room by solving puzzles and flicking switches and all sorts. So I guess we can start off with adding maybe a key card to the door, making a key card door. I guess, yeah. So this jail door, I'm gonna also insert a model into here. I'm also gonna we've got something with my eyes, so I'm just gonna run my eyes. I'm gonna name it key card. Key card. Okay. And I'm gonna insert a part. I'm gonna move this part downwards. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to have a little panel on the wall. Scale it inwards. There we go. And I'm just make sure it's not sticking out the other side. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to have it like this. A little panel on the wall. And when they touch it with a tool, what it's going to do is it should hopefully detect that they have the key card on them, or that specific tool, or that key card, and then they should be able to open the gate via that. So I'm going to anchor it, turn cast shadows off. I'm going to make it a nice dark black. Okay. And I'm going to make it a nice concrete. And then I'm just going to scale it out a little bit more. I'm going to duplicate it. And now I'm going to negate it. And I'm going to make that negated part red so I can see it. Oh, maybe it's not negated just yet. So I'm going to make it red so I can see it. There we go. Now I'm going to negate it so it should stay red. There we go. And now I'm just going to scale it inwards. Get the right. I've got. So I'm not going to. So I'm going to separate. Sorry. And now I'm just going to scale it to the size I want. So I want it to be a little like device kind of. I guess. So I'm going to do this. Scale it upwards a little tiny bit like this. And then a little bit like this. And then. So it's going to be like a little like gap that they can put it into. Okay. This is just a visual thing for me. And then I'm going to make sure that they've got it all sorted out. Yep. Okay. I'm going to negate it. And then I'm going to union it with this other part. Union. So now we have a little sleeve that they can put the card into. That looks good to me. I also want to have this, or should I have it? I'll tell you what I should have done. I should have had it like the opposite way to where it is now. Oh, I think I can rotate it roundwards, so it should be okay. I think I can. We can just. So I need to rotate that way. Yep. And then I'm just T, rotate it. Oh, that works actually. That works pretty well actually. And then I can move that into the wall a little bit more. Yeah, that will work. I think that works pretty well. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little like light, I guess. So I'm going to insert myself another part. Move this down. Move it down. There we go. I'm going to make sure it's next to. There we go. I'm going to scale it now. And this is going to be. Oh, I found a little bit of a problem there, but I think I can fix that. I think I just need to bring this union part out a little bit. There we go. Scale. Pardon me. Scale it in. There we go. That's sort. I think. Oh, it's not sorted it. That's something I'm gonna have to fix quickly. Just gonna have to scale this back bit here. Not scale. This negated part. I'm gonna have to separate. Just scale it in a little tiny bit, so it's not all the way through the back. So that's obviously out. So about there, I guess. So it's not. If we can actually get inside of this object, we should be able to see how far it is in. Okay, no, that's about fine. So negate, and then we'll select this object here, and I can actually make it look like one. I think just by doing this. And then I'm just going to scale it inwards because I just want this to be like a little red kind of green light thing. There we go. And then this is going to be the same colour as this guy, so concrete will do. There we go. Yep, that'll do. I'm going to select this guy, and union them. There we go. That looks pretty good. Pretty good, if you don't mind me asking or saying. So there we go. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little red light. I'm going to add a little, I guess I could say a little block. Make sure that's anchored yet. Duplicate this guy. I'm going to scale him inwards. And I've just realised this is like an insanely large piece there. Okay. Okay. So, there's that part. I'm going to just make it a little tiny panel at the front. Okay. And I'm just going to rename this guy and call him light. Okay. So this is what we've got. So now what I'm going to do is just trying to think how I'll do this. So we're gonna have to make the tool now, aren't I? And I'm not very good at making tools, but I think I'll give it a try. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so if I was to change this part's colour to say red, so it needs to be a little bit more out. There we go. So to start off, I think we'll have it as a white colour. Or maybe it's a red to start off with, yeah, because it's going to be locked at the start. So yeah. So this is the idea of this. Touch this panel. So the next thing would be to make the key cards. So I'm trying to think. Okay, so we need to make a tool. So I'm going to go to server storage. Okay, I'm going to insert myself a folder. And I'm going to rename it and call it key cards. Key cards. Insert a tool. There we go. And I'm going to insert a handle. If I can find a handle. No, a part, sorry. Part. I'm going to bring this part over here and bring this tool into the workspace for now. Okay. So, I'm going to rename this tool and call it key card level 1. Keycard level 1. So this is going to be the handle, so I'm going to rename it and call it handle, like that. So we're going to, just trying to think here now, I'm going to scale it down to start off with. So the handle's going to be small. And we can just make it a little tiny like black little like thing. So they're going to touch that. So when they have the tool on them, it's going to do that. So if we just go ahead and put it in a starter player starter pack, we should see how it looks. So there we go. That's our card. I mean, it's a bit of the wrong rotation, but I think I can fix that. Grip right, grip forward, we can go 2. And then we have let's try that. Let's see if that's changed it at all. So if I was to go to my player and go into my workspace, me itchy head. Right, key card, here we go. So if I was to grip forward, I'll put this at 0. So 0 puts it the right way. Grip position. What? Okay, that's not the right position for sure, but that's definitely on the right kind of lines. So that's lower, okay. So that's the wrong way, so we're going to go -1. That's even worse. So minus 0.1. Okay. 0.2. 0.3. I think would be the best option now. There we go. So that's the kind of settings I want. So 1 minus 0.3. Okay. So we're going to go here and we're going to go minus 0.3. We go 0, 0, 0, and we go 1. So now it should be gripped in the right orientation and in the right place. There we go. That's what we want, because when we can detect for when this handle touches an object, and that's what we want to happen. So what we're going to do now is code it in so that if that key card touches the touches this, then we're going to fire. Well, not fire. We're going to basically make it so the door will open. So I'm going to insert a script. Is it script or is it? Yeah, it's a script. So we're going to go local tutorial folder equals workspace dot tutorial room. Okay. Let's say local keycard box equals tutorial folder dot keycard, and then we're going to get a part for it to touch inside of there. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert another part. Actually, I can just duplicate this little tiny part. Duplicate this, model, move. Okay, oops, I didn't get the right kind of axis. There we go. So when they put the key card into this area, we're going to make it so it touches, when it touches the back of this. There we go. There we go. And they won't be able to see that, so it'll be 0 like that. And we're just going to rename this and call this touch point. Okay. I'm a game dev. Okay, let me see. Oh, nice. I'll check it out. See what. Wow, pretty nice graphics. By the looks of things from the screenshot. Nice. Wow. Looks pretty good from the screenshots. Anyway, so we basically want to so it can touch it. Well, when the tool touches the touch point, if it's the correct key card, we can then tell it to open the door. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go. What we're going to do? We think. Okay, we're going to get the handle now. So local handle equals script.parent.handle. So we're going to say keycard box dot. I can just reference it now. We can say keycard box equals script dot. Oh no. Touch point equals workspace dot tutorial room dot keycard dot touch point. Okay. So now we can say touch point dot touch connect function, and then we can say touch. Oh, sorry. We can say part, and we can say if part. So we're gonna do if part dot. So we need to know, how do we know it's the right key card? So we're gonna go to our tool and we're gonna insert a value into it. So we're gonna go ahead and do a string value. There is a string value, string. If I can find the string value, would be good. There we go, string value. And then we're going to go ahead and call it green or black card for now. Black card. Or key card level 1 is probably best. Key card level 1. Okay? Simple. And then if part dot, so it's going to be looking for the handle. So we could, if part dot name, oh no, if part dot key, so if part dot, well not dot, we can just put key card level 1. Part key card level 1. Dot value, or we can just put it as key card, I think, and then that will work. Yeah, key card. So we can just say part dot key card. So we're going to touch. So part dot parent parent. And I've just realised what I've done wrong actually. No, so we go up here and we're going to do hit. Okay, and we go if hit dot parent dot name is equal to handle, then so if the part that's touched it, if its name is handle, and then we're going to say if handle dot parent dot, oh, we can't call this handle then, parts handle maybe, yeah, part handle. If handle dot parent dot, say handle dot parent dot keycard dot value is equal, if it's equal to level 1 access, yep, value is level 1 access, make sure it's the same spelling up here, there we go. Then print part is right, and we have to do if hit.parent, yeah, if hit.parent.name is equal to handle, then hit.parent dot, so if hit.name, that's what we want. If hit.name is equal to handle, if hit.parent.keycard.value is equal to level 1 access, then print part is right. So this should work now. I'm just going to go back into my other script so we can get to the tutorial area. I'm going to enable that now through here. And I'm going to look for, there we go, where is it now? If returning player, there we go, just going to change this for true. And then we're going to press play, and we should be able to teleport over there. Okay, continue, and play tutorial. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and touch this, and that's a bit high, so we're going to touch this, and hopefully it should print out the right thing. Hey. It's a bit too high for me to reach. I'm going to have to move that down. Keycard. Move it down to about that level. That's about appropriate level. There we go. And I can also see that the stream is running a little bit behind than me, but it should be okay. So there we go. Teleport over here quickly. And let's see if this is the right level now. Ah, that's so close. So close. Little bit lower. Bring it down to about there. There we go. And we'll see if we have done it correctly. There we go. And in we go. Part is right. There we go. Whee! So we now have got it working. So now when they activate, when they touch it, it should basically activate that door and open the door, which we'll do now. And I'm just gonna have a sip of a drink because I need a drink. Just grab my drink. I'll be back in a second. There we go. There we go. So So now what we're going to do is when they touch the card into the door, we know that that's the right card now. So that's great. So what we're going to do now is, if it is right, we're going to change the key card's light to green. So we're going to go, so we're going to get the key card, so we're going to get the light, so we're going to say hit dot parent dot not key card. Oh wait no, because that's the hit. No, that's not right. So we need to go for the touch point, which is already got. So we're going to go ahead and just create a variable to the folder. So we can say local key card box equals workspace dot tutorial room dot keycard. There we go. So now we can say keycard box dot light dot brick color. Oh, is it color 3? Color. Just say brick color dot. So brick color equals brick color dot new, and then we'll say really red. Oh, we want it green, don't we? So green. We'll do lime green. There we go. If it's not equal to that one, we can say else keycard dot light dot brick color equals brick color dot new really red. So now it should change the lights to red, which is what we want. So yes, I do want to go play this tutorial, so we'll go through here, and then it should turn the red. There we go. And we just need to detect if after a while, if it's not done, we need to. So we're going to say, we're going to have an idle time, so we can say local idle time equals, I don't know, 30 seconds. They have 30 seconds to go through the door before it closes. So now we can say for I equals idle time, comma 0, comma -1, do. And we can say wait 1, and then after it's done that, it's countdown from 30 to 0. It should change it to back to really red. So we're going to say keycard box dot light dot brick color equals brick color dot new really red. And then we're just going to change the time down for now, so I can just test it out quickly to 10 seconds, which is pretty fast. There we go. So there we go. If they don't get through in 10 seconds, so if you count on to 10, it should turn it back to red. We'll see that now. 10 seconds. There we go. So it turns it back to red. Awesome. So, but that is interesting. There we go. So they swipe it through the thing, and there we go. So now we can go ahead and do the door. So we can now reference the jail door. So we can say local jail door equals workspace dot tutorial room dot jail door. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to be smart about this. I'm going to go jail door, sorry. And now we're going to go ahead and create a function, local function, door open. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to print here, print I. We're going to fire the function, so we can say door open. And we don't need to pass any variables through it because we don't have anything to pass through it yet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say jail door, so we'll say for I, O in pairs, and then we'll say jail door get children do, and then wait 1. So now we can say O dot position equals O dot position plus vector 3 dot new 0, 0, 0, and we'll say 1 or 0.1, and we want to know how many times we want to move it up, because we're not entirely sure how far we have to move up yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go local move amount equals, and it will say 10 for now. We can always change it later. And then we'll say for x equals move amount, and we'll say comma 0, comma -1 do, and we'll put this inside of this. Screen checking it through. Okay, end. Okay. So yep. So now we should have a working jail cell door. Yep, I want to do the tutorial, so come on. There we go. So we should have a working jail, and there's okay, but let's see if this works. So we haven't got anything. Why haven't we got anything? Why haven't we got? Also, why is that? Why has this area disappeared out of nowhere? That's because they're not anchored. That would help if they were anchored. Anchor. And where has, oh there, and anchor the 4. Okay, there we go. So yes, I want to do the tutorial. I'm just going to check that this is going to work now. Hopefully it does. Why isn't it not? Okay, why is it not firing the door? So so it does this, door open, fires this, and then bum. So move amount, and wait, just a wait simple there. I think I missed out a wait, but yeah. I think this should work now. Not entirely sure, but we'll see if it does or not. Come on. There we are. Is it working? Nope, it's not working yet. Alright. So, jail door, bum bum bum. So we get children, and then we go o dot position equals o dot position plus vector 3 dot new. There is another way we could do it. Yeah, there's another way we can do it. We can go repeat until move amount is equal to 0, and then we can say move amount equals move amount plus 1, minus 1, sorry. Boom. And then that should work. So there we go. Continue, continue, continue. There we go. The card. Let's touch that. Come on. Get the card inside the slot. There we are. Why is that not firing this? Ah. Interesting. That should be firing that. Oh. We can't do it via the clients because I forget about that. So we can't do it via this because this is on the client side. So we'll have to fire it through to the server, and the server will have to pick it up. So we can. I'm trying to think. Because we can't change it because it's not the server side that's changing it. So then that doesn't make sense because the light color is changing. Or is that just a visual thing? Is that only changing it on my screen and not on the server? If that's the case, then we'll have to fire it to the server side before we do all the code. So I'm going to just do this and press this quickly. Right, there we go. Go through here. Is it still red on this one? No, it's green, so it should work. Oh right, so why is that? So there's something not right here. Let's see what we've got. So it does this, does a tends to line green, then it should fire the door. Yep, door open. So door open, it goes 4IO in pairs, jail doors. Yep, do repeat until move amount is equal to 0. Move amount equals move amount minus 1. O dot position equals that. I mean, we could always just get rid of the function and just call it as it is. That could work as well. For I, so we can't do I because we already got I, but we can do for D, O, doesn't really matter what we use. In pairs, do jail door, get children, do. And then we can say repeat until move amount is equal to 0. Move amount equals move amount minus 1. Wait 1. And then we can say O dot position equals O dot position plus vector 3 dot new 0, 0.1, 0. And maybe putting a 1 there might work better, but save that. Let's see what we get. So yes, I do want to play the tutorial. There we go. And boom. We get the right. Come on. Boom. There we go. Alright, well we've got. Well, we've made some progress. We've made some progress. And there we go. Well, I mean, it's kind of working. Not the way I intended, but cool. It's not the exact way I was intending it to do it, but I mean, I guess it kind of works, but no, it's not. That's not the right way. So why is it only doing one of them? O dot position equals O dot position plus vector 3 dot new. Let's try 0.1 now. See if that fixes that issue. Wasn't the way I intended it to work, but alright. Was me. So let's see what we get. Is it moving? I don't know if that's moving properly. Just checking this. I mean, we've got some movement, some out of randomness. I don't know why it's done it randomly. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, a daisy. So there we go. Wow, this is actually pretty well coded. Wow. Right. Yes. Wow. I've got a bit distracted here. I'm looking at like the game that this person's made. It's just insane. Some Alright, well I think I'm probably gonna work on this maybe it's off stream, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did want to see another video like this in the future, if you did like this and you did enjoy this and you want to see more of me creating this game live or even on a video form, let me know in the comments down below. Remember to hit push notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Remember to subscribe.